Hey everyone, Dan here. Before we get into it, if you enjoy these videos, please hit the like and subscribe button, it helps a lot. And also keep in mind that these are my own thoughts, opinions, and ideas. These are not meant to be, nor should you take them as investment or trading advice in any way, shape, or form. Do your own due diligence, put in the work for yourself, and make your decisions based on that. I hope that you're enjoying the series. I'll put the link in the description below to the entire series if you'd like to catch up on any videos that you missed or start from the beginning. Enjoy. All right, folks, so here we are about 40 minutes before market close on Friday, August 27th. We're going to check in on the small account today and up a bit over 2.5% at the moment. I basically rolled out, as I had mentioned in yesterday's video, this adjusted strategy for the time being. I don't have any day trades until Tuesday, so trying to scale back on the riskier plays and play it more like I do my larger accounts. So I'm focused on the daily chart. And taking stocks that I think have decent setups on the daily chart that at least give an opportunity for over the course of a few days going green. And these are doing quite well for the time being. I have scaled them back. If you see what was filled today, let me see, where does today start? So these were my buys from yesterday. I had 8 SENS, 3 BBs, and 3 CLOVs. So I sold the SENS in well, I sold part of the SENS today for 402, and I still have the others. So I grabbed that one, and then I sold the BBs at 1127, which I had purchased at 1085. So there might be more on the bone there, but those are both getting to about 4 or 5% green. So I set a trailing stop loss of about 1, maybe 2% on them. I can't remember off the top of my head. Oh, it says right there, trail amount 1%. And that allowed me to lock in the profit and move on. So at this point I have $72. I have these positions, which I'm just going to let them ride if they're going to continue. There is this SENS has, where is it working? Rolling off one of my 2 SENS that I have left if it comes down and triggers a trailing stop of, I think, 1% also, but can't recall, and I don't want to click around and mistakenly cancel my order or something like that. so I still have 2574 here in CLOV. We could check on that to see if the setup still seems valid to me. I mean, it's fine. It's not like the most phenomenal thing. It's holding above that 20 MA. Generally bullish here on the MACD, even though it had rolled down in price a few times. So I'm counting on that to potentially kick in here at some point in time. There has been also some additional interest in the memes, and so I don't know if CLOV has any potential to re-meme, but if it does, that's not sort of my hypothesis on why I'm buying it. I'm buying it on the daily chart, so it's not really meme centric, but just something that I had rolling around in the back of my head. And I'll keep these SENS for the time being. If the trailing stop loss doesn't hit, then I'll just let those ride. It's just $8. Granted, that's about 8% of my account, but so it goes. So I wanted to look for something to hold through the weekend, take up some of this $69, $70 that I have available. And sticking to the idea of the daily, skills is looking okay, rolling up here, continuing to roll up. It's very, very far below the baseline and developing over this 1032 supply and demand zone that I had previously charted. It's very bearish on the MACDs, hence it's very low, very far below the baseline. So I'm a little bit skeptical of it, and that 20 MA could collide and provide additional resistance. So I don't know, but it is a possibility. Fisker, no, I don't like the setup a ton. I'm trying to think what else I had just looked at, because I had made some of my buys in my larger account. So let me just pull up what I had put there, and that'll sort of direct me. Oh, Palantir started to look less exhausted on the daily today, I thought. See, expanding the real estate back out here and potentially throwing back into play that's run up to $30.99 that I had talked about before. Bullish crossover just today, the 20 crossing over the 50. And now there's direct immediate support of the 200 MA. So those are the things that have me wondering if, this could be worth throwing something at. So potentially Palantir, potentially skills. What else did I have? Build-A-Bear potentially, has this bullish crossover sitting now above the 50 and the 20, with the 20 curling up as though it could have a bullish crossover above the 50 MA. That would be a good sign. The volume is just kind of lackluster, but potentially that's okay. Yeah, those are I can't remember, NVTA. Okay, it's a bit more expensive. Looking good though at the moments. I mean, holding now for the third day above, maybe the fourth day above the 20 MA, hitting resistance, testing that 50 MA. So has potential as well. Though it's been bobbing and weaving a lot, and it's just kind of sorting itself out on the MACD. It definitely made a lower low on the line recently than its previous. So I'm thinking I think I could do 35. But yeah, so I could do a Build-A-Bear, a Palantir, and a skills. Those would all, if I got one of each, or I could even get, I could get one of each. Okay, so maybe I'll do that. I'll grab those, and these will then make me red, as is always the case. I just immediately go red first, as you've seen, but so it goes. All right, so we'll grab a Palantir here. And I won't trade these until Monday, I promise. Market 1. Skills is the one that I'm most skeptical of, but doesn't necessarily mean anything. It's been so beaten down, and maybe for very good reason. But we'll just see what happens. All right, so this will put us in setup for next week and leaves $17. I'm okay to leave that in cash. This way, if everything goes to zero, I'll have $17 to try to rebuild the entire account. So, all right, so I'm gonna kind of move that $120 target from this week to next week. Obviously, we failed to execute on that this week. I thought I could just expand on those plays, but honestly, as you know, if you've been watching this, that's I guess premature sell of AMC the other day, where I could have had a $400 or $500 trade, buying an option at $30 that I then could have sold for $400 or $500 later in the day, the same day, and jumping out too early at a loss nonetheless, because I was too nervous about the small dollar amount because it felt like a big percentage. That just really wore me down this week, and this is part of the challenge of the psychology of trading, as I'm sure you're well aware. But that's sort of what I'm looking to capture here and sort of display and play with and iterate on and improve. And so we'll be here, and it'll be an experience. So, but I hope your trading day went well. I hope this was a good close to the week for you, and I certainly appreciate you watching, and I will see you in the next video.